another Boulevard Paper Fight video, and this time I'm going to be doing things from the sealed perspective. So I got a deck of Worlds Collide here. I feel I've played it enough times that I can actually kind of get a sense for what I'm looking for in a sealed pool. Not expert level yet, but definitely feel like I have a good grasp. I've played 5 sealed tournaments since release, so let's take a dive in. All right. Here we go. Let's see what's in store in this glorious box here. Now, I hope some of you are wondering why the heck I just opened this from the top, because that's what I felt when I saw my friend do this. My friend who doesn't play a lot of KeyForge, he basically opened up a deck that way, and it totally weirded me out. So I wanted to see if you felt the same way. Alright, so we got a Shadows Dis Untamed deck here. Looks pretty cool. The name is Crypt Brick Throne Room Druid. Very interesting name. So let me crack this open and see what's in store for us. So I'm going to do my usual way of calculating, which is let's count the Ember Pips first. Wow, Fuzzy Gruen just to start off with. My man Scuzzy's probably super happy to see this. So I noticed a lot more Fuzzy Gruens in this set, which is pretty cool. So let's count the Ember Pips first off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Ember Pips. Not bad for sealed, not on top tier, but it's still really good for a sealed pool. Now let's count the creatures. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18, that's a good number of creatures. I like that. Next we're going to look at Ember Control. What cards? Just the amount of cards that have Ember Control. I count Mimicry as 1, so that's 1. We'll count this because keys cost, so that's 2. 3, 4. This can count, so we'll count this as half, so we'll say that's 5 because there's 2 of them. 6. 7, 8. 8. So there's 8 ways to take off Ember, a little bit in every house, so that's really good. And now let's look at creature control here. So we got, I guess, Mimicry count again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's a good amount. One thing that's really cool I just realized is if you want to have some fun, you can basically trigger Scullion into Harbinger of Doom, which is really good. So let's start looking at the plays here. So we got some burst potential with Fuzzy Gruen, and then there's things like, where is it? We got Hit and Run in here, so you can bring back Fuzzy Gruen for extra Ember. You can even have Hugger Mugger come back for better effect later on. Potentially, there's also, I saw here, you could be bringing back Mustik Murmook to deal another 4 damage. So kind of looking at the play abilities for that. Deepwood Druid, but I doubt you would choose that as a target. I mean, you could technically use the Scullion again for some reason. You may have a reason for it. Off the top of my head, oh, Infernus, duh, Hit and Run Infernus, great one. Reasons why you would maybe want to choose things like, I don't know. Yeah, this deck is pretty cool. I can see some really interesting things. Wretched Doll, yeah, could care less. This card is in the deck. I like the double snag. I think that is very interesting to have in a sealed deck. Double Misery Exploit. Now, how do we get damage? So that's one way. You have Festering Touch is a way. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that makes you want to fight. Long Fuse Mines, that's a good one. So if you don't kill all of them, this works really well. Also great for popping some wards if they're out there. Fidget's kind of a cool card. Getting to reap and discard a random card from opponent's archives or the top card of their deck. If that's an action card played as if it was yours. It's kind of almost like a wild wormhole, basically like a Merkins for actions only, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I like Mug. I like not being able to reap. Hugger Mugger's cool. Hit and Run is really cool, though. I mean, Hit and Run with Scullion and Infernus is super cool. I like the Infernus Harbinger of Doom as a board wipe. That's going to be definitely like a go-to play there. And then obviously having a Fuzzy Gruin, there's nothing wrong with that. And then you can give all your creatures Skirmish, which is really cool because Kangafant, I'm not super keen on this. I think if you're behind board, this is good, but this card I am not a huge fan of at all. I mean, you have all these ways of creature fight, gain 1 and Skirmish. And then you have the Panpaka also giving things Skirmish, so I mean, you could give it bigger bodies. Fuzzy, Mystic Mamook, you could give those Skirmish, or you could even throw it on, throw those on Umbra, so it's fight, steal 1, gain 1. That seems pretty cool as well. I like that. And I mean, you could even throw them on the snags, fight gain 1 because you want to fight with snag and give them skirmish, make them a little bit more threatening. Same with Scullion, a big body to do that. Lilithal again, another fight ability. Yeah, there's a lot of synergy with fight in this deck, which is pretty cool. So I would not be disappointed at all to pull this in sealed. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm going to test this on TCO one of these days and see how it actually comes to play. Thanks for tuning in. As always, may your ember never be sullen and you forge your keys promptly. Have a good one.